What's going on, guys? My name is Whisenhunt. I'm a senior game designer here on H1Z1, and I am here with a special somebody.
Me.
You. Say who you are. Let the people know.
I am Satellizer Games.
There you go. That's awesome. You're Satellizer Games. What do you do? Like, what's up?
I stream on Twitch.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think we've seen you before somewhere.
Yeah.
SOE Live, a couple other events maybe.
Yeah.
So are you like an avid player of this genre? I'm just saying, like, some of these people may not know who you are.
That's crazy. I thought everyone knew who I was.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Well, I am a variety caster on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of survival games recently because I'm getting really excited for H1Z1 here, as I'm sure everyone here is.
Well, yeah, I know. We've got some negative people in here, but it happens. I just watched someone say, Jimmy, and get banned. I'm so sorry. Moobot is, like, out to fight today. I'm so sorry. Wow. This Vondel guy actually makes me want to cry. But let's go ahead and jump in game. It's not too loud. It should be fine. Rest in peace, headphones users. But we're actually going to go ahead and jump in game, guys. If you are not sure what's going on, you were following the channel, and you just jumped in like, what's going on? This is live. What are we doing? Well, as you can see, it's a development live stream. We're actually going on the main build today. Here, you can go ahead. Start up the... You can create a new character down there at the bottom. We're actually going to be jumping on the main server. Looking good, fellas. The main server is something that we haven't been using much often because we've been at all these different events. We want a very stable build for people to jump on and play. This is the first time in quite a while. Just click create character there, and then click on main server, and then create a character there. Oh, you've already used that name. Just create a new character.
Awkward. All right. Let's go to Mike. Nope, still not available.
You're gonna have to be a little. There we go. Satelliter's available. Oh, you got to click play instead of select character. So type in your name again. You should be fine. This is the hardest part of our game. Keep in mind we are a hardcore survival MMO. We want even the character creation screen to be difficult. There you go. Actually, you know, I do that a lot. Maybe we should flop the finish and select character buttons. I think just subconsciously we all want to go to the right for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
But good to see you guys. We're going to today show some of the new stuff on the build. Zombie grappling's recently come online. We've had some changes to starting equipment loadout. Actually, if you hit tab right now and bring up your inventory, you'll see. We, as of right now, will start you with a fist, a flashlight, and flares. And that's the way we're rolling forward for your characters. So it used to be, and you played it when we had the axe, right?
Yeah.
So when we had the axe, we found that like you were just instantly going in to create shacks and all kinds of stuff. So what we wanted to do is bring a little bit more of the scavenging back in the game. Yeah. So you still find axes in the world to chop down trees and stuff, but now you're looking on top of things, trying to find weapons much quicker instead of just relying on this invulnerable axe that you had to start crafting. So actually, I'm not hearing any sound right now. We need to fix that. Is this it? No, this is it.
Let's see.
There we go. Now we've got sound. Sorry, that was my fault.
There we go.
My bad, my bad. Who needs flares? Ha ha.
Oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, apparently he's going to need flares if it gets dark. Actually, right now, there's a couple things that are a little goofy. You're going to see one of the most ridiculous zombie dances in the world. He's actually grappled right now. It's something that went online, I believe, this week. Actually, while we were away. There we go. He's dead. All right. Like I said, zombie grappling a little weird right now, but the goal behind this is when the zombies are chasing you, occasionally one of them will reach out and grab you and hold you in place, and you have to get yourself out of that. Your friends can help you get out much quicker, but you're going to be gonna have a rougher time getting out of it.
Okay.
And hopefully this time around we have a little bit better video quality we had in the past. We were previously streaming at 30 frames, now we're on 60, so we apologize for all the tearing last time, but it should be much better off. Well, you just like the color better? Well, you're trying to match accessorize here?
This one was like 2 slots more.
Oh, it's like military backpack. Look at you, schooling me.
Yeah.
Schooling me on our own game. I like it. But once again, guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is us on the main build. And I'll try to point out things that you shouldn't expect in EA, like really weird-looking bugs with the zombie dance. But, you know, we've done a lot of these events and stuff, and we've shown the same build since SOE Live. So we wanted to take the opportunity while Satellizer was here to show off this build. And if you guys aren't familiar with him, I think there is actually a moderator here that has his information. That'll be able to link him over to all his social and his Twitch channel and all that fun stuff. Wow, this looks so much better at 60 FPS. I hope so. I mean, I know that there's game capture stuff out there that, like I did with GameSpot and a couple other people, but this is the first time we're actually streaming at like a proper FPS on this game anyway at our studio here at SOE.
See, that's a deer. Is that a zombie up there too?
I don't know. You have to go find out, man.
All right.
I'm not here to help you. I'm here to watch you die.
Fine.
I want to see how you do in the game.
Okay.
I mean, I will answer any questions you have. That was a little harsh, but
ooh, binoculars.
This is actually something else. We were you pulled them out earlier when we were looking at the game, but this is actually something we've recently added. The model's a little goofy, but the functionality is still there. You like that? This is how you use binoculars. For those of you who don't know, right here, this is how you use them. That's right. But we got these in as of recent.
There we go.
See, now you can see.
Yeah.
It's a zombie. It's not a player. It's not going to try to murder you with an axe. I like that, too. He's very proper binocular gun user with the finger out in the air. We need to get the pinky going.
Yeah.
Man, you're not a big first-person guy, are you?
No, I'm not, actually.
Oh, man, I have a feeling. You know, I'm not going to do it, but I have a feeling there's going to be some guys in chat that have something to say about that. There's always that, like, eternal quarrel between people who play, like, the hardcore first-person only. You got a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, these are new, yeah? I don't remember seeing
these. Oh, yeah, they are. This is actually part of our I don't know what the best way to put it without sounding super ridiculous. They're mesh swap stuff. So we have been working on it for a while to where your wearables are able to like extend from your body instead of just doing a texture swap where your shirt just changes color. Now instead, things like helmets will actually stick out. You can have jackets, and we can do gloves that are actually on top of your hands, stuff like that.
Now, will the helmets, like the motorcycle helmets, have more defense?
Yes. Yeah,
so it'll be harder to kill me with that on?
Yeah, and it's not going to be something like, oh, +5 armor. It's going to be something where we look at, you got hit in the head, how much does this mitigate?
Oh, there's another one.
You're going to find them all over the world, apparently.
Can I break those down?
Break what down? The helmet?
Yeah, the helmet.
Right now, no.
Okay.
At least not as far as I know. Carico may have snuck one in. And, but a lot of the times, they require recipe in there, so we can set what things break down into, obviously. I don't know what a motorcycle helmet would break into, though. Other than just, like, some cloth and some plastic, and you see your grappling. Get out of there, dude. Get out of there.
I'm working on it, man.
This is the best zombie dance in the world.
Oh gosh, why do I have my binoculars out?
I don't know. You don't want to punch him with binoculars. Don't switch weapons. You're in a bad shape here, dude. There you go.
There we go. Oh gosh.
So you're down to 47 HP.
Yeah, that's not good. I still got my binoculars out again.
So something that we've
there we go.
Third-person console peasants demand. That's mean, bro. Come on.
And a beanie. Those are new.
Got a beanie in there as well. And obviously, so something else I just want to point out real quick while you're playing, you're going to see a little bit of bloom in here that's not typical of the game. Because we're on the main build, obviously things change regularly. And right now we're having a couple Skyfile things going on, so it won't be this bloomy, and the lighting's a little bit weird, but hey, we get to show new stuff.
Now, all right, let's see. Well, that didn't work.
Good question coming in from Tez KR. Is this a Minecraft mod? Why are there so many bugs? Would you like me to address that one?
That's up to you.
This is H1Z1. It's being worked on right now at SOE, and it's in a pre-alpha state. We are not launched.
I thought this was Minecraft.
Yes, it is not. This is
I'm
actually
at the wrong area.
That's right. I don't know what you're doing here. This is definitely the wrong place to be.
Oh gosh, I can hear him. Gotta quickly swap the backpack out real quick.
But yeah, this is a pre-alpha build. We are not launched yet. It's not even available to the public currently. You need to drag it back into the container since you're in the window.
Oh dear.
You're getting murdered by a player currently. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind. He's chilling.
He was nice to me. That was his real mistake.
That's actually Dave Abram. Oh, what are you doing, man?
Oh no!
Yeah, see, now you get pulled away. And this is why I like grab. Are you gonna punch him, dude?
Oh my! I'm trying to punch him. I don't know.
Go into third.
Go in the third. There we go.
Do you have something else equipped, maybe?
No. It's not letting me. Uh oh.
Best bug in A.
Oh gosh.
Best bug.
No,
in A.
please.
You're done, man. Look, this is karma.
So young.
This is karma for attacking one of our engineers.
Yeah.
Anytime you make one of the engineers mad, they start messing with things. It happens.
Oh gosh.
See, that's right. There we
Karma.
go. They know what it's like. Die KOS scum. It's the way it works. But guys, once again, throughout this stream, I don't know, we'll probably be up for about an hour or so. So while we're going through this and just playing the game, I'm going to be answering questions in chat in relation to the game. Let's not do it in chat. Let's be a little more organized. Let's use hashtag H1Z1, and I'll grab questions from there. And my Twitter is @JimmyWiz. But you don't have to do that. You can actually just put it hashtag H1Z1. I'll jump in there and look if you're asking a question.
Bugged out.
Yep. And welcome to the main build, ladies and gents. Jump back over to this camera real quick. Bam. All right. So let's do what we did before. Here, I'll do it.
Okay.
I got it, man. Don't move. Okay. Just stay right there.
Anything.
Just stay right there.
There.
Actually, what we may be able to do as well, since we seem to have people in here who haven't seen it in quite some time, is we will get back on the main build, find some of the newer things we've added, and then we may jump over to the QA branch just to show the actual lighting and Skyfile stuff, because right now, once again, if you guys aren't familiar, when we say main, that essentially just means it is our build that we work on day to day. It's really kind of the Wild West. It's some days it works, some days it doesn't.
Somebody's asking, will there be for the Xbox? I'm assuming no.
We're going to PS4.
Just
the
PS4.
Answer to that.
Okay.
And guys, once again, keep your questions to hashtag H1Z1. Otherwise, I will not be able to grab them. So I'm going to jump over there real quick and pull it up on my screen. I'll still be paying attention to chat. There you go. And you can reselect your character.
There
Voila. Hashtag H1Z1. There it is. No, not hashtag H1Z1 in chat. Hashtag H1Z1 on Twitter. On the Twitters.
Chat is a wonderful thing.
Come on, guys. Come on. This is the equivalent of the exclamation point giveaway stuff, which I probably am going to instantly regret saying that.
By the way, guys, if you want to win H1Z1,
don't do that.
Giveaway.
Do not do it. All right.
Confirm. I had a new shirt though when I spawned in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you did.
Will you be able to like select your, your starting outfit?
No, you will not. At least not initially. We're just going to go in there. There's a certain set of things that you can have when you spawn in, as far as wearables.
Just fix it.
Just fix it. Just do it. All right. So already some questions coming in here. Adam Knox Lambert, Noxious D. Noxious D. Did I read that right? I think I did. On hashtag H1Z1 asked, you mentioned no renting servers. Is there no way to just play with your friends? This is an MMO, so it's something where you're, at least it's not in the plans to have small player-based servers, like tiny, like just you and one other friend. Hey, it's Steve George. It's our producer, ladies and gents. What are you going to do?
You're just gonna relax? Contemplating a vicious murder right here.
Whatever you'd like to do, man. I think Chad already was dissing on you for being KOS, but you can do whatever you like. You do whatever you like.
Let's go on an adventure.
But yeah, so once again, this is an MMO, so these are going to be larger servers. We don't plan on putting out like 2 5-person servers, that sort of thing. But we will be doing rule sets later on.
If I remember correctly, at SOE Live there was the ability to like slap when your hands were up.
Q.
Q. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, right. Q's push. It's just the way it happens to look. Are you just going to run around with your hands in the air? Is that the way this is going to work?
Oh boy. All right. Oh, is he already? Oh, he's looting it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got it there. I'm gonna go over to Ben and Jerry's over here. Or Ben's Furniture.
So we got another question. Were the graphics updated? It seems a lot prettier. We're actually just streaming at a little bit better quality than we usually are. Previously, we were capturing at 30 frames. Now we're capturing at 60.
That's gonna be a
pretty big difference.
All right. Let's see if we can find an axe here. Now, there is crouch.
C.
C. There we go. Okay.
I am instantly going to rebind that to control.
Yep, me too. That's what I tried.
And turn that toggle off. But, you know.
No. Uh-oh, I hear someone.
So real quick, another question coming in from JanetCo05 on Twitter. Once again, tweet your questions to hashtag H1Z1. How far are you going with item variety? I mean, if I play 1 month, have I seen all the items, or maybe there's still rare things? Rar things. I like that. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I'm following. We're going pretty deep with our item variety. We want you to make sure that every time you go into a new area, especially as we grow the world outward, you're going to find new things. You're not going to just run into everything within a month. There will be very rare items in the world.
Like a bazooka.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, darn it.
I don't know about that one. Once again, I'm still seeing some questions running in through chat, a little hard to keep up with, so please tweet them, hashtag H1Z1.
File cabinet, let's see what's in here. Bullets! 45 rounds. Nice.
Right, now you just need the gun to go with it. I think once upon a time I managed to find a gun with ammo next to it, but it's not so common.
Let's see here. It's getting dark too, it looks like. Sun setting. Oh,
it's getting there. We actually, once again, the Skyfile is acting a little funny on main right now, so they may look a little weird at night, and the flashlights are busted on main.
Oh, no. Oh, who's that?
So it's going to be a real fun time. You going to follow him around, just let him take all the loot, or are you going to try to be a man, get out on your own, man?
That's it.
No, you don't have to kill him. You don't have to kill him. That's not what I meant.
Steve, come.
That is not what I meant at all.
Should we lock him in the bathroom? Ah, he's on to us. He's running. I cannot see anything right now.
Can you take off your shirt? The one he is wearing would make you stick out too much. Well, you can take off your shirt. Yes, that is an option. It's actually, when we had the accent game, was one of the first things people would do is shred that thing apart to get some cloth and make a bow early on.
Okay, this is very difficult here. I cannot see anything.
So another question. This is actually one that we get fairly often from Dana Mann on Twitter, hashtag H1Z1 once again. How many players will be per single map? Will it be as big as PlanetSide 2, outfits, clans, etc.? So, early access is really important for this because we don't know how many players are going to be fun. This is obviously a very different game. Going into early access saying that we're going to have thousands of players would probably be a mistake. What we want to do is try different server sizes in early access. In a game like this where you're open world survival, it's really difficult to just nail down a number and just assume that you're going to be right. So we'll be playing with that number throughout early access and seeing what feels right.
But you'll be able to fit up to 1,000, right?
Well, I mean, we could do is however many. I mean, we support a lot of players.
Okay.
That's not necessarily mean that we should.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
A lot of people keep saying, show off the sexy nighttime in this build. There is an issue right now with the Skyfile on main. We can show what it looks like on QA. It would be probably a little more easy to understand, but here on main, it look a little funny. Things like flashlights currently are... What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if this explodes.
Last time I checked, your fists don't cause sparks. I could be wrong.
All right, I'll go find an axe. But to follow Steve until he gets a good amount of gear, then we'll finish him off from a distance.
So you're basically going to do what I think I've done in every survival game up to this point? There is one problem. You saw what happened last time you tried to jump after Avram.
That's true.
So be careful.
All right.
Another question here from Daniel Silva. H1Z1 VoIP. I assume he means VoIP in game. Yes, it's a proximity voice system. So similar to PlanetSide 2, as a matter of fact. So what you would be using in PlanetSide 2 would be in here as well. We obviously have different requirements. It'll be tuned a little bit differently, but it's still there.
Am I missing?
No, it's just right now there's no impact effect on main. Like a lot of the effect stuff's broke. Oh god.
What?
Into third, my friend. It'll make it a little bit easier to hit him. There you go. There you go.
Right and the left. We got it. My flashlight's out again. What is this?
What's that?
Oh, my flashlight keeps coming out though.
Well, you must keep hitting. I noticed, by the way, your index finger when you're playing stays like you hold it like right here next to your scroll wheel.
Yeah.
So you probably keep bumping it.
Oh, he's got a backpack.
Is he trying? Maybe he's trying to give you something. Just be careful. Just don't go straight to murdering.
So everyone's fear is it just going to be a giant murder fest? Let's see here. Nothing.
So Dylan Don says, when in doubt, find the window cleaner.
Inside joke. My first time in DayZ, I found window cleaner, and I decided to drink it because I thought that'd be a good idea.
Disinfectant spray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's I've seen that a lot, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yes. I once upon a time ran into a guy who ran up to me and a friend. He just went in the building. I'm staying outside to watch, and he runs up in his crazy clown mask and starts saying, "Hey, hey, friendly, friendly," puts his gun away. And he starts telling me this fantastic story about how he had been drinking it for weeks.
Oh, God.
And he was hoping his character would eventually become immune to it.
No.
And little did I know, my friend Jeremiah then walked outside and shot him in the face because he hates clowns, apparently. And I felt really bad because apparently he'd been alive for weeks.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how people
day.
can last that long. I once talked to someone who lasted apparently 7 months on one character.
Pretty impressive. See, that's the sort of thing in H1Z1 we want to bring in, is lasting 7 months brings you real-world progression where you can go in, you can build a house, a foundation, throw in walls, and start building a community out of that. So you can actually keep progressing over the 6-7 month period. Dude, that deer is dumb.
Yeah.
So again, guys, quick disclaimer, pre-alpha build. This is our main, and this is actually a good... Dude, you're punching a deer. It's going to take a while to kill that thing.
I got time. I need some deer.
I'm sure the stream is just loving the feature.
Yeah. Why is this deer so resilient?
Because you're punching it.
Well, it's gonna go down after like 15 punches, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe the face. Oh, he's looking at me like, why? Why would you do this? Oh, God. All right. Monkey deer? They're saying it sounds like a monkey.
So a lot of people in here are asking, they keep asking questions, saying, why ignoring my question? It's because I I specifically said we need to be tweeting them to hashtag H1Z1. It's a lot easier to keep up with them there. Be tweeting them out. All right, quick question from Tobo. Tobo Bagger? Question mark. If you use VoIP in game, will zombies hear you and attack you if they are nearby? That's something we've actually discussed. It's something where we do have a broadcast radius around the character because it's proximity, so we can get the decibel levels and stuff, but I don't want to say that that's easy or something we could do because in the end we don't know what technical challenges that could present, as well as the fact that as is, most people jump in TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Mumble or whatever to play with their friends already, so we wouldn't want to further discourage people from using VoIP. But we'll see. That's something we could definitely try out in the hardcore servers for sure. I think it'd be cool.
What I've learned from playing DayZ for the past month or so is that you can run into a lot of interesting people with voice chat and a lot of funny, situations too. So I would appreciate it if you're, funny stuff like that could happen where you're, what are we talking about? Zombies picking it up and whatnot.
Sure.
Yeah. Because someone could just run by and ruin, you're running through the grass trying to be all
quiet.
quiet.
That was the conversation that sparked it all, is if you could run up behind Steve George when he was in that building and he's creeping around trying to find things and just leave and you just yelled, hey, over here, and ran away and get him screwed over, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But once again, we'll see how what sort of features we can get in like that later on. Right now, a lot of our focus as you can see, this is our main build. This is like every day we build multiple times, which means we're checking in code like 3-4 times a day. We're changing a lot of the data of the servers, so we're trying to get this to a very stable point with all the features we need. You what?
I can't see anything in here. I don't even know where I am right now. If I'm still on the road or not. It looks like I am.
Oh, okay. So it looks like main just went down. That's probably why the deer was having issues.
Okay.
And as I just said, something we constantly changing the main build, and that's why this stuff will happen. So let's go ahead and jump on over to QA. Now that we've shown a couple of the things that are going on here. So go ahead and click log out there.
All right.
Oh, it's not going to work. Go ahead and just shut it down. Alt-tab, close it down, because the main build went down. Hello again, people.
He clicked it.
There are vehicles. So someone just asked another run simulator, or will there be vehicles? There are vehicles already in game. We can actually show that here in just a bit.
It's a vehicle sim.
It is, yeah, and actually, that was one of the first things we started working on.
Oh, I would love to drive a vehicle right now.
Did you get a chance to see him?
I did not, no. Well, I got to somebody in a vehicle, but they didn't let me in. Probably because I was waving an axe at them.
That'll happen. So we're going to go ahead and log into our QA build now that we've shown off a couple of things here, because there are some people in here that are like, man, that nighttime, so buggy, what's going on? This is our stable build. So essentially the way it works inside our offices is we're very transparent with the way we do things. And in development, you want multiple branches. And what that does for you is you make all your major changes on the main build, like we were talking about earlier. You just constantly change the code and check stuff in. And then in our QA build, that means that we've promoted stable things up. That doesn't have all the features, but that means that all these things have been mostly bug checked. So we'll answer a couple questions here.
Somebody asked, how common will guns be?
They're very rare. We're going to grab them from Twitter here.
Okay.
So hashtag H1Z1 guys on Twitter. We'll answer the questions from there. But they're very rare in the game. Ammunition's also separate from the guns. When you find a gun, they don't come with ammunition. So I don't know how many times recently I found 308 rounds and had a shotgun. That doesn't do me much good. But right now, guys, we're actually patching up QA.
I feel like that would encourage people to trade with each other, not just fire on sight, but hey, you got 308 rounds, I got a hunting rifle, I've got shotgun shells for your shotgun, let's trade it up,
Yeah, no, I mean that's the sort of thing that we hope to see. We also there's no trading system in game right now. That's something that we want to try out because at the end of the day, you need to be able to trust the person, which isn't always going to happen. But being able to say, hey, I have shotgun shells, trade me this. In the end, he can just punch you in the face and take everything you have.
That's true.
How will the base building be done? This is from Huffman880. Can it be turned into a fort or something for factions? I'm confused at what you mean by that. Right now, it's agnostic of factions and that sort of thing. You yourself can go into the world, place down a foundation, and build walls around that, and build your own forts and stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to, that whole area belongs to you or anything like that. You can give your friends access. You will be able to lock the doors and that sort of thing, but as far as clans and stuff, that's not there.
And then anyone and everyone can, come down and smash it down whenever they feel like it, right? Or, like, if I stumble upon somebody else's base, I can just start, chopping it down.
Sure, you can. You can go knock down doors and stuff. Depending on what they've built it out of, obviously it's going to be more resilient. And as you get up to the higher end stuff, it'll be more and more difficult to tear that down.
Now, I've got a question. Would it be possible to, rope zombies And because I thought about this last night, you could dig a trench around your fort there, and capture a couple zombies and then plop them in the little trench there.
Sure.
Would that
Probably not. Probably
Okay.
not. We do have traps in the game right now that'll lock things into place, like bear traps will root zombies in place. You could do that sort of thing. But those sort of features are something that we'll be looking at later on.
Okay.
Right now, for early access, we're just really trying to nail down the stability, and probably people tired of hearing the phrase vertical slice, but we want to make sure that the vehicle works as intended, the zombies are going to be functioning right, and we have a good base system, because once we open the floodgates for people to come in and play, we want to have the best data we can. As many features that are stable to work with. And later on, we'll start looking at features, fun things like that. Okay, so couple quick questions that I caught from chat. Someone said, we are dumb for using Twitter. Well, the chat moves pretty quick, so we're going to be taking a look on Twitter. Apologize. So hashtag H1Z1 once again. How are you going to combat third-person perspective ability to see around corners? Everyone has third-person on servers that have that enabled, so that's how it's combated. I realize that when you're behind something, and if you're the height advantage is the biggest deal. It's not really so much about corners. It exists. It is a pain in the ass, but the biggest one is when you're behind a fence and you can look over to see infinitely. Corners still somewhat obscure your view. But, I mean, really, there's not a huge way around that without using some weird fourth wall mechanics. And we've had a lot of discussions about it, but really, if you aren't a big fan of the third-person mechanics like that, we're going to offer the hardcore servers, which are first-person only. So that'll probably be about the best way to handle it. Missions, NPC, traders, existing game. NPCs and traders, no. NPCs as zombies, yes. But traders and stuff, that's something that maybe way later on, but really we just want to focus on a sandbox game that exists with players and have the economy driven that way. There is no also currency in the game.
Now, I think I talked to you about this at the brunch at SOE Live, but I had that idea a while back that, a military convoy comes in to deliver supplies and gets attacked by a zombie horde. Now, you, the player, could choose, do I help the military convoy and they give me supplies as a reward, or do I, pick them off while they're busy with the zombies and get all their gear and whatnot?
So, I mean, you're talking about NPC convoys that roll around and stuff. Well, the biggest thing is, because the player count in this game and how big the world's going to be as we grow it out, I think players will form that stuff themselves. Like, we can go in and we can say, like, here's some NPCs that roam around the world. Sure, that could be fun. But when you start having large groups of people building their own communities and they all go out together and then come back with their stuff, that stuff will start happening naturally. But we'll see. I mean, once again, sky's the limit. Right now, we want to get out the vanilla servers with the everything working right, and we want to go without the clans and outfit stuff that we have from PlanetSide 2, and see how people form communities there and build things out. So let's see here. Play already, damn it. Well, let me speed up the patcher real quick. Let me turn this knob that controls bandwidth. Will early access be available on Steam? Yes, we are going directly to Steam. It's going to be $20. I think $19.99 was the exact number, something like that. $20. And a lot of people were asking earlier about the SOE All Access stuff, which is a subscription program at SOE that covers all of our games.
Good question.
We will be doing that after early access on launch, when it goes out to free to play, and it'll be available for all that.
Somebody said, do you have something in place to prevent hacking? I think the fact that you guys are running the servers yourselves makes it much easier to combat the hacking and whatnot. Sure,
it does. So that is a big benefit of being someone who's worked on MMORPGs for a long time. Is we're very familiar with security and server infrastructure. And what's great is if you go look at PlanetSide 2 as an example, early on we had a lot of issues with it, and as we worked forward, we learned and learned and learned and did a great job of combating that. As a matter of fact, I saw a big thread on Reddit, and before I could even respond, people were already posting links to like the Unknown Hackers forums and all this different stuff where people were asking for cheats for the game, and everyone was like, well, you can't, a lot of them aren't sold anymore because we've done a pretty darn good job of trying to combat that. So yes, we'll be pretty darn good at it.
Ooh, there's a good one. Can you get snow melted down and drink it?
Well, so that would be a little overpowered, and frankly, because if the whole world's covered in snow, you would never run out of water. So we're gonna stick it to like creeks, ponds, and that sort of thing that you can go up to and get water from.
Massive storms, tornadoes. Ooh.
Yeah, someone just said PS2 still has hackers. Well, that is a thing. I mean, there's always going to exist in every game on the planet, but we do a pretty darn good job keeping it down. So someone says, will every location in the USA have 40 ping to lower SOE server with its... Okay, that I don't know. Big Mac 480, try rewording that and sending that back to us. Sorry, that is a very confusing question.
I think he's wondering if people in like Europe will have horrible ping playing on your servers.
I don't see anything about Europe on there.
Well,
I'm really confused.
It's just my...
to broad answer that question, just cast a wide net. Go ahead and click play there. You're
there we go.
now.
Okay.
So we will be launching worldwide. So expect a lot of the same server locations as you see now with PlanetSide 2 and our other games, plus more. Like we want to make sure that we do a true worldwide release as we roll this thing out and move on into the future. So there you go.
There we go. Okay.
Go ahead and create a new character there. So it looks like we're about to be back in game. We are back onto our QA build. If you guys missed the early on... Hey, there you go. It's available on QA.
Available now, yes.
Just not on main. If you guys missed our bit on main, it will be archived here on the channel here. We're just showing off a couple of the newer features. People are asking PS4 like crazy. Yes. We are going to PS4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, will gun have attachments?
That is something we're, as a technical thing, we're looking at. Because, yes, I would love to do that. As a combat designer on the project, I would absolutely love to have that level of customization. But a lot of it's going to come down to performance, because we have found in the survival genre, most people with like mid-end and lower PCs just can't run the game. It's just like, you can, but it's not an enjoyable experience. So if we can add a couple of attachments as a trade-off for losing a large portion of people that want to play our game, yeah, because at the end of the day, you're adding more and more draw calls, more and more textures, and all kinds of stuff to the system. And we will test it and see how it goes. And I really hope that we're able to do that, because I would love to.
Now, here's a question. I have a fanny pack, but it looks like a backpack. Will you change it so it looks like a fanny pack?
Yes. So right now, actually, this is, I believe it's on QA right now. If you jump into your inventory. No, it's not. It was on main. Okay. So your backpack on QA is stuck to you, and you saw on main you didn't start with a backpack.
Yeah.
That's because those are mesh swap stuff. It's things where we have attachments onto your body that will show as what they are. So if you pick up a backpack, it goes on. Put on a fanny pack, we want to have that, like the motorcycle helmets.
Yeah.
Once again, guys, I want to reiterate, tweet your questions to hashtag H1Z1. And a lot of people are complaining, why did you not answer my question? Because there are a lot of questions, and simply why we didn't answer them in chat. I'm going to try to go back a little bit in time and answer some of them that we missed. Question, will there be optimization at launch? Yes, that is actually a huge goal of ours. Our goal from day one was to have, to be able to honestly say, if you can play PlanetSide 2, you can play our game at a better frame rate. And the reason behind that is this game in particular, or this genre in particular, has struggled in that area, and we want to make sure that we're really pushing for that. The good news is we also don't have, hundreds and hundreds of people standing in front of it at all times, so that helps it out.
Now, do you know a good spawn point for cars?
Oh! You found ammo and a gun.
What are the odds?
Impossible.
There we go. 4 bullets, though. We're gonna have to use these special.
Yeah, I would be careful with those. What do you guys have in place to deter KOS? Well, to be honest, nothing. We don't want to keep people from KOSing. Like, that's part of the genre and part of the game. At the same time, though, it is more difficult to get away from situations like that. What you're going to find is, like you saw earlier, when he went to go chase someone down, he was grabbed by a zombie and flipped around, so he couldn't go chase the guy. When you're grabbed, you're disarmed, and you have to punch your way out of it or have a friend help you. And beyond that, you start shooting guns, you're making a ton of noise. It's going to draw more NPCs to you. Wolves are very dangerous in our game. You pull a bear out of the forest, you're just dead, unless you're able to hopefully have a shotgun already equipped. Yeah. So those guys run at 30 miles per hour.
And then the bears will pretty much kill you, no matter what you got on. It's going to be a one-shot.
They're a little goofy on the QA build, but they're working pretty well on main right now. Bears have been a huge game changer.
There we go. There's a backpack.
In surviving in our game.
The shirt. So yeah, once again, where will... Do you know where the cars spawn, so we could find one?
They're random in the world. Like, it's not something... That would be cheating if we just knew exactly where they were at all times.
Oh, shucks.
So, jumping back into Twitters here. Are you adding more world events other than airdrops, zombie hordes, radio transmissions leading to loot, etc.? So that is another focus of ours, systems that we're trying to get online that will allow us to do dynamic events with dev interaction or not. We do want things in the world to change, and when we say dynamic, it's not just a gimmicky buzzword for press that we use. It's something we honestly want to happen. That's why we make sure that all of our NPCs have... those two are mad at each other. And like I said, they're acting really goofy on main right now, so they probably actually won't do anything. Other than waste bullets. He might stand up and growl at you, but I don't know if he's actually going to run at you. Because these are pretty bugged right now. Oh, no, you're done. Oh, I gave you the false hope. I gave you the false hope.
Oh, God, it's not dying. Oh, no.
But that's why all of our NPCs in the world have wants and needs instead of us giving them directives where they just do exactly one thing or very scripted. We want the world to be different every time. Yeah, our Mitt, our UI designer and programmer, went nuts with a bunch of catchphrases and things. See, wolf.
Oh, there's a wolf
and
going
deer.
after the deer.
I actually find myself recently being more scared of the wolves in the game than zombies. Zombies still bug me early game, but wolves are horrifying. They are so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love this. Here we go. So some guy at Epic Movie Time, I'm answering, I just happened to catch this.
Okay.
You guys going to make player's arm shorter? Seems awkward. This better not be the only question you answer. I didn't see any of your other questions. Call me blind. That's fine. Troll me in chat. But it's the only one I saw. Sorry, friend. But, no. I don't know what you mean by awkward or shorter.
Yeah, these arms are way too long.
Are they?
No.
They're just way too long?
Way too long. So I'm getting the combo down with the axe. It's just the fist I'm having an issue with here.
With the fist or the axe?
No, the fist I'm having an issue with getting the combo.
Huh, that's weird, because it's actually a wider window on fists.
Really?
Yes, it's actually easier to do. Now, granted, QA, no. When you're on main earlier is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually much easier to do on main than it is the axe.
Any plans for world bosses?
No. Do bases degrade after time? Yes. Yes, they do, Ross. Okay, so Melodic asks, what is the level of reaction from zombies? Can I sneak up on them, or can they smell me like The Walking Dead? So there's, dependent upon the situation, right? If you crouch up behind a zombie, they may see you. They flip around a lot. They kind of idle and move around. So if they see you, they're right after you. There is a range where if you get right behind them, they'll know you're there and they'll turn around.
Nope, he's got me.
Yeah, he was looking right at you. I mean, so that's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you come behind them, they're much less responsive.
Let's try it.
You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on some guy's Twitter and see what the other ones... Oh my god, he posted like 17 times.
We really did miss him.
We did. Will there be massive storms? For example, a tornado that can destroy user-made buildings. Zombie NATO, am I right?
Yes.
That would be really cool. However, I can't answer that. Favali, we actually had a devlog and answered a lot of these questions because that was a more popular one. Is people wanted to know what sort of things they would be seeing in game as far as natural disasters. He wants to do all that stuff, but we need to weigh that in early access and see how it goes. Right now, it's rain and snow and the sunny days and seasons come in. There's obviously different variations. Like right now, this is it's in the medium side of rain, not a lot of fog rolling in, no heavy clouds, and it'll have a pretty drastic difference on the play experience.
Now, it looks like I'm infected right now. Now you got the whole orange.
Yeah, so this is something we've been playing with, and we really want to focus on moving forward. Is you can have the H1Z1 virus, and as you get closer and closer to death, up towards like stage 4 and stage 5, I believe, you start getting to a point where you need to manage it, or you will die. But you'll lose some of your possibly hearing, and visuals will be a little blurry, but you'll be able to see like pheromones of people. You'll be able to see where they have been. So it's gonna kind of turn to a game of its own of trying to manage that with pills and everything.
Surprise! There we go.
Surprise!
There we go. Now let's check what we got in here.
All right, so I hope we answered a few more of your questions there, some guy. I feel bad for missing all those.
What is that?
And please make shorter. I don't... So Reno says, when will you make new running animation? And please make shorter. I don't know what you mean by please make shorter, but new running animation, yes, they're actually being worked on right now.
I think they really want the arms to be shorter.
Well, I don't know if he meant by arms or he just said please make shorter. He could have included arms if that's what he meant, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the new running animations are being worked on and put in the network right now. It's not as simple as just making one run animation where the guy, you just animate the guy running and that's it. You have to consider there's like different directions he can go in, and those are their own animations that blend from that. So it's actually a pretty big undertaking to change that, which we're doing right now. Or it's being worked on right now.
I mean, you can destroy all these boxes here too. Or not.
Green Wood Guy. How much later are you planning on releasing PS4 after Steam? That is all going to decide on what features that we need to really flesh out in early access. We need to make sure things are stable before we head over that direction and start implementing new things onto a console. Wayne Hubs actually asked a pretty good question. Any chance of Molotov cocktails that are craftable or other small explosives?
That would be awesome.
So yes, they're already in. The Molotov cocktails are not, but that's something that I've been toying with and trying to put in the build. But the other one is, if you watch the stream with Gold Glove Alley and Adam Clegg, there was a point in time where we all got together and started building bases and just had happy fun time in our utopia of weird happiness. Like, it was really strange and no one was killing each other. And I think I killed Carico and then Gold Glove killed someone else. Carico got really mad and made a bomb. And no one knew that you could make a bomb except him because he had just put it in. And he planted said bomb and blew up everybody. It scared the hell out of Adam. There's actually gifs somewhere on the internet of Adam about jumping out of his chair because he thought the office just exploded.
Oh gosh.
It's fantastic. Science says that on average, arms are the same length as legs.
Looks like it.
Nah, okay, fair. Thank you. I don't know if you were trying to disprove or prove that they were awkward, but thank you for the information. Sean Matthews on Twitter. Once again, guys, be tweeting your questions at hashtag H1Z1. If you guys aren't familiar with this, H1Z1 is a zombie survival MMO that we're working on right now at Sony Online Entertainment. We're currently in a pre-alpha state. It is not available to the public just yet. We're on our way to early access, which is going to be a huge part of our development cycle. Working on a large player-based sandbox game would be a darn near impossibility if we went into hiding for 3-4 years and just came out with a game. We're like, here it is, hope you like it, because there's so many things that can happen in these games. So we're really looking forward to getting it out to players and iterating and making it better and better. Someone else said shorter arms, hashtag H1Z1. Man, you guys are all about these arms. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know.
Is there a weight limit on the inventory? Not currently. We are right now using a square-based inventory, like as you saw, just a cube-based. It's not like a Tetris inventory like you'd see in Diablo 2 or something. But we want to do the Tetris-based or list-based when other limitations than just, hey, look, my inventory's full. Personally, I don't like the way it is right now, so we would like to change it a little bit. We've had a lot of discussions on that on the team. Weight right now is only relevant to what you're holding in your hands. So right now, as an example, if you were to sprint, you don't have to, but you can. If you were to sprint out, man, QA, there's so many things in QA right now. We fixed a lot of loot spawners. This is still here. So if you were to sprint and then switch to your fist directly to them, you'll actually run decent speed faster. So depending on what you're holding will decide how fast you're going to be able to run and spread. It's not currently related to what you're holding in your inventory. Good question.
God, they're all over the place.
That's from Mitchell Plod. Gamer Dead 699. I like it. Brendan asks, will there be different types of zombies? Yes, that is something that we already have in game right now, actually. They're not drastically different, but they'll grow further and further apart. Right now you have some that'll come at you slow, some fast. They'll look different as well. Beyond that, we want to have the crazy, fragile, but incredibly fast, high damage stuff as well. If you guys have seen Warm Bodies, things like the Bonies from that would be pretty cool. But I do want to reiterate that we are actually this is not a supernatural zombie apocalypse. This is an infection that has happened in the world. So as far as throwing out a bunch of crazy demon zombies, that really wasn't in the book. That were really in the cards there.
Like Left 4 Dead zombies, you got.
Yeah, like the tank and the charger. God.
Oh, there's
so
a wolf
so
going
much fun.
after him.
So many hours in Left 4 Dead. Dylan Ton asks, H1Z1, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. That wasn't a question, sir. You're doing it wrong. L2 question. Please, thanks. H1Z1 Oculus Rift just saying.
That would be terrifying.
I can't say anything about that, but only because I don't know whether to answer yes or no. I know we've talked about it. I don't think any decisions were made on that. It'd be pretty cool, but you know, at the same time,
there's some
other things that we'd love to do as well. Oculus Rift would be sick. I am a huge fan of Oculus and what the tool it is to developers. Like, we can do some really cool things with it. Are you gonna wave? Say hi.
Hey.
Hey, hey! Get the Fonzie.
Hey. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, I think it was just a warning. I think he didn't kill you.
Oh, I think he's trying to chop that.
Oh, did he hit you?
Bits. No, I think he's trying to get scraps off of it.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, you should loot the car, man. Looks like he found some things in there.
Just a slow looter. Oh.
How many different things can I create from chopping down one tree? Oh, from the amount of wood. Not much. It's like a bow and a few arrows.
Let's see.
Actually, no. A bow and a lot of arrows right now. Way too many. We need to make that a little more difficult.
Charcoal.
And we will. A lot of the things you guys have seen on stream, as far as requirements to build them, will most likely be going up. It'll be more challenging to make them as far as requirements of how many items it takes to combine and do this.
Okay.
By the way, if you guys are just now joining us, this is our friend here, Satellizer. He's here at the studio today. He is a self-proclaimed variety streamer.
Yes.
So, I mean, like, to define variety, are you saying that you're playing Nidhogg and then, like, 20 minutes later you jump into a game of Quake?
No,
Or
it's
is
not
it like
so
a
much
certain
that. I play all sorts of games. I play MMOs, FPSs, RPGs. I'll play, the newest thing coming out. I play survivals. I'll just play anything, honestly.
We were actually at I was at Office Depot earlier
Uh-huh.
with one of our producers, and we were looking at the shelf. You ever see the shelves that still exist with all the retail games and like the little old CD jewel case and everything, like the retail big box? And I was thinking how much fun it would be. You should start this stream where you go and you just buy one of those, just a random one.
Yeah.
Things like Casino Simulator or Mavis Tennyson Teaches to Type, and like just go buy those things and play them on stream,
Just a
like
random
once a
game.
week. Yeah, do
Yeah.
it for about an hour. It'd be great. Sorry, that was a major sidebar.
Yeah.
I apologize. So, quick question. I will grab this one from chat. So you're a game whore, is what you're saying?
I saw that. Yes, I am a game whore.
Can more than one
play all the
person
games.
look in a loot screen? No. Once one is occupied, another person cannot grab it.
So I could just run around and loot
You have
things before
so
this one
many
guy.
things.
I don't know. I'm finding everything right now.
that was the same thing we had at SOE Live. Actually, this QA build hasn't changed since then because we have a lot of features we're gonna get stable and then push up. So
Yeah,
this
there's
is a lot of same
in
stuff.
here. Any chance we could spawn in a car? I would love to try it.
Man, you're so lazy. Just kidding. All right, here we can help you out. We can help you out with that.
Oh, a 20 slot backpack too.
Oh, you want a 20 slot backpack and a vehicle? That's not how the world works,
Yes.
man.
Wait a second.
You've got too many things in it. You've got to, yeah.
What? Now I'm making like 5 of them. What's
It was
this?
bugged.
Oh,
Here, you
okay.
spawn a vehicle in for you real quick?
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
Mow down some zombies there.
There
Not
you go.
even answering my Titter questions. What?
Not answering whose questions?
I have no idea. Oh, there we go.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on.
God.
Turn around.
Oh, what happened?
There, go to one. There you go. Voila.
There we go. Oh, boy.
And G, I believe, is for your headlights.
Ah,
you go.
there we go. All right.
Let's jump back on Twitter. Once again, guys, we're answering questions related to H1Z1. Hashtag
I apologize for not
H1Z1.
answering them from the Twitch chat. There's just a lot of questions.
Yeah, I mean, even on Twitter, I'm having issues answering every question as they come through. Will there be twerking commands in this game? I have a question. What's it worth to you? That would actually be sick. Be able to get an emote that...
That would. That would.
What would you do with that, though? And under what circumstance would you
if
twerk?
the bear was twerking at you, you twerk back and it'll think it's another bear.
I don't
That could
know
work.
if that happens in the wild. I'm just saying.
I'm sure Bear Grylls did it.
Ideas. Just go on H1Z1.
Now I can lock the car, or I will be able to.
Go into your inventory. Let's see if it's implemented on. It's on main. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Locked and unlocked.
All right, now if I were to, I have a car and I've got my base.
Yes.
Now I want to log off for the night. Is there? I remember hearing something about a garage that you could put your car in your base.
That's being discussed. I'm personally adamantly against that. And there may be. I know there's guys on the team that want that. Oh, all right. You just killed one of our engineers.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Is there, defibrillator or something here?
No,
Should I
he's
bandage him?
done.
Is he okay?
No, he is dead.
Live, damn you, live!
Yeah, he's done, Ski. But to answer the question about the vehicle stuff, I don't like it, but once again, that's not all my decision. We'll talk about it as a team. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we want your guys' feedback as well. If you actually go to our H1Z1 or subreddit, you'll be able to leave some feedback and yell at us, and we'll be able to yell back.
If the cars are as rare as we're talking here, there's no way I want to... I will be tempted never to log off if I got to worry about losing it. I mean, granted, it makes sense if they raid my base totally, they'd take it. But if I just, sits there in the middle of nowhere...
Well, you got to consider
terrifying.
one thing as well, is that if, let's say that there's even 10 vehicles in the world that you can repair and get back up and running, or maybe let's call it 20, all right? You have 20 of those in the world. and then 20 people get them and put them in the garages. As a design mechanic, do we repopulate them, or do they get to keep the all 20?
That's true. Okay, that makes sense.
Then we run into the problem of, if they get to keep them, they'll just hoard them, and they'll probably never be seen again. So we have to be careful.
Yeah. Trying to remember what the I made arrows. I'm trying to remember what the bow requires here.
Bow are it's wood sticks and cloth.
There we go. I don't know why I wasn't giving me the option.
What? It's a bow drill.
Wood sticks and cloth. There you go. Okay, I was trying to plank. That's why.
There you go.
I love the ambient sound effects. There's, you know, creatures making noises all around.
Hold on a second. I just saw a comment in chat. Crunchy Soap, I made a thread on Reddit, and your developers told me they didn't want to live on this planet anymore. What did you say to get that response from
Clegg.
any of us? I could have been Clegg. I mean,
most
granted,
likely.
If a few of us may make a comment like that, who knows? Is there going to be bleeding or just knocking off health? There's actually bleeding in-game from weapons right now, but there's no visual indication, so I didn't want to expand that into other damages yet, because you'll just be bleeding and not know it other than watching your health tick down, which is the most apparent thing in the world. Once we have all the bleeding coming from the character in the proper spots, we'll be throwing that back in for zombies.
This is so much fun.
And it won't be 100% chance for zombies to make you bleed, because otherwise, every time you get hit, you're bleeding. And that wouldn't be very much fun.
So I can use the headlights to, you know, make it a little brighter in here.
Will there be any other interactive, rare animals planned? Maybe ones that give you special materials needed for other recipes? That sounds like you, that's JW02 on Twitter. He probably heard the conversation about poison arrow frogs and stuff. But
that would be amazing.
One of the things is we have to consider bang for your buck on, like, the overhead of the game. If we had just a couple frogs in the game or something that were incredibly rare, we're paying for the cost of having those extra textures and stuff in the world, but we'd love to do that. It's also something where we could just have a rare chance of dropping things off certain mobs that accomplishes a lot of the same goal.
Could have a guy who got bitten by a poison frog and is now a poison zombie.
He is a poison zombie.
Yeah.
That's right. BU Smoke and Chill 87 on Twitter says RIP Engineer. Yep, that's right.
Nice
Dave
name.
Abram. We'll never forget. I know, I like it.
I feel like he's gonna come with a horde now.
Wayne Hubs once again. Tarloon on Twitter. Any idea as the world grows larger, as you open up more of the map post-release, down the road will air vehicles be added? Yes. The good thing is we're leveraging Forge Light, which PlanetSide 2 uses as well. We have the same vehicle systems and tuning capabilities. We can even finagle in some changes to do exactly what we need it to do, which is awesome. So that means we can do air vehicles fairly easily. It's just a matter of designing them out and getting them to work. We also need to make sure that we have a proper amount of space for those things to work.
Oh, that was quick work. Oh no! A poor puppy.
You just killed a wolf with an exhaust pipe. Congratulations.
I feel bad now. I feel like a bad person. Oh, I hear him in the distance. Pack's coming. All right, let's see what we can find here.
Let's get some metal, some scrap metal.
There we go.
I just want to say, guys, we probably got another 5 minutes here on stream. Believe it or not, Satellites here isn't here for like 6 months or so or something like that.
Actually moving in.
You're just moving in. He's gonna go live in.
I've
building
got my
2.
tent here.
That's right. He's gonna live in the executive building.
Yeah.
And I got some things to do. Notice we got some bugs. So we got about another 5 minutes. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and asking all the questions so far. So we're gonna do a lightning round because we seem to make a lot of people mad when we don't grab all the questions from Twitch chat. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna jump on over to to Twitch chat.
H130s.
Here's what I want. I want you guys to forget all formatting when it comes to questions. You don't have to do #question or anything. Just ask questions. And we're just going to try to grab some out of the madness here inside of Twitch chat while Satellizer plays for just a few more minutes.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
Can you jump, guys? Yes, you can jump. Can you hit spacebar for me? Jumping. I present to you jumping. It looks a little weird right now, but that's the animation fix. Not a big deal. H1Z1 release date? White Weaver opening it up with a great question. Why would you waste your question on that?
August 57th. There we go.
August 57th. What version of control software do you use for software development? Perforce? Perforce, Maddie. Perforce. Did H1Z... Whoa! I thank God I have better Twitch TV right now.
Yeah.
Did H1Z1 virus only affect men? So women are coming into the game. We will have females in the game.
There's no rules on the internet.
It's a matter of getting everything rigged for that. From PlanetSide 2, we had a very easy male model to port over and rig and use those animations. Believe it or not, women move differently, and it is a little more complicated occasionally to get that started, especially when we start with the male. We want to make sure that we do it right and we make it look good and not just have it a one-off thing where we're just like, look, we have women. You know, we want to make sure that we do it right, and that is something that we're working on. You'll see them later on in early access.
The ragdolls in this game.
It's so sad.
Poor
You just
Bambi.
crushed that thing. How much will the game be?
That's how
The
Bambi
game
starts.
will be $20 for early access on Steam. It will be free to play upon launch once we're done with that cycle. Why does the character look weird while running? Because we need new animations, and they're coming online. Xbox One. Didn't we already answer that?
Yeah, I think so.
Zombie strippers, yes or no?
Yes.
You played Duke Nukem, sir. Probably not.
Woof.
There actually already is an H1Z1 cap in-game, which is fantastic. I think. Wait,
Is
no,
there
we didn't
really?
do that. We
No,
pulled
there
H1Z1 off. It's just a black cap right now. Maybe a promotional thing.
That could be fun.
Won't the H1Z1 virus just promote senseless player killing? That is a possibility, but also if you get visuals to the player that says that someone's trying to stay infected, then you know, and you murder them yourself.
Quick question.
Yes.
If I've got the virus, can I infect other players with the virus?
All right, so
Running around
this
biting
is
people?
ridiculous, but there is a syringe in game, and you can pull
I found that
zombie
syringe.
blood
Yes.
from zombies.
Really? Oh my goodness.
The
All right.
effects aren't there yet, but that's
I'm gonna go
we're
around
on the way
infecting
there.
people.
We're on the way there. All right, so jumping back into chat for the lightning round. Please don't make H1Z1 buy to win, question mark, question mark, question mark. PvP night, I'm on your side, man. We are on your side.
Nationwide is on.
Will you get owls as pets or see them in the
Owls?
wild? You're an owl fan. I like owls. Owls are pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be
You ever
cool.
so my thing with owls is, so I grew up in Oklahoma.
Mhm.
I saw a lot of owls. They were just out and about. We don't have a lot of buildings and loud sounds where I lived, so you just see them on it. They scare the hell out of me. They're scary. Like when you see them, they can be like this big, dude. And they got big, strong heads.
Definitely.
But then you go on like wimp.com and all these other, and you just see the cutest owl and just petting it. It looks so pleasant.
You got conflicted feelings.
I know. So now I'm confused about
It's
owls.
adorable, but it could kill me.
Right, it's adorable, it could murder me, whatever. But to answer your question, I don't know about owls. We had conversation about pets. We'll see where that goes. How right now
Wolf
ravens are in
pets.
the game. Wolf pets. Let's go tame a wolf.
I recommended that, and then I heard Clegg talk about it. I was so excited.
Tink PT, tell Clegg I love him. Tell him yourself. He's in chat, I believe.
Clegg, I love you. Uh-oh. I hear him.
Are you planning on adding a
Can I eat
knockout
people?
system where someone goes unconscious? We've had the conversation, decided against it.
Really?
We could be convinced otherwise, but we don't plan on doing that right now. We want to be able to knock players over, like you'd be able to knock players over, other zombies and stuff, but knocking them out completely. The unconscious things, like you might as well be dead a lot of the time. So, especially if you're playing for the first time.
Can I eat people? That is a good question.
That seems to come up every stream. Cannibalism, not currently in the plans.
Is the only vehicle... When... I know, did you announce bikes yet?
Yeah, we want to do bicycles. Like, I'm not even
Nice.
kidding. So yes, we started with one vehicle. We want to make sure that it feels right and fits our style. We'll tune that until it feels right and you guys are happy with it, and then we'll move on to the next. We're not just going to shotgun a bunch of things into the game.
I cannot wait for bicycle gangs. Circling around this poor guy. This poor, Bambi spawn here. You got a bunch of guys with M16s on bicycles circling around.
No, it'd be fantastic. I can't wait for it. Why does the frame rate drop so much in vehicles? It does not.
ATVs would be nice.
It does not drop in vehicles.
I'm
I
just
don't know what you
mowing
mean by
everything
that.
down right now. I don't even care anymore.
Someone said
God, I love the
H1Z1
ragdoll.
Portugal. Hello, Brazil. Hello. I love Brazil. They're so really Brazilian. So Brazilian gamers, like the communities that they form, are awesome. They either just absolutely love something and go crazy. Like I used to cast Counter-Strike full time, and when you could tell when the Brazilians would show up, it was incredible. Especially when Made in Brazil existed. But hello.
Is the game more finished than the DayZ standalone? I can say right now, yes, much more. Having played both, but would you say yes?
We're in a pre-alpha state.
Oh, he's back. He's upset. Uh-oh.
Are there mods? No. We are hosting our own servers. However, we once again develop with you guys. So if there are a lot of ideas and people love that, then we will implement it alongside you guys. So we do host our own servers and everything, so that makes modding a very difficult thing. We do also support Player Studio, which if you guys aren't familiar, do look it up. Actually don't know the website off the top of my head, but it's something that we've implemented in PlanetSide 2 and Landmark and a lot of our other games. People will be able to create items and art that we will then put in our game. We've actually had people make a lot of money from it, which is fantastic. Hey, from Spain. Oh, hello.
Oh God. Just
hold on, let's see.
Now, will the car have health? So if zombies are hitting it, it'll break down.
Yes. The more you run into crap, you're gonna take more damage. We actually don't have it on right now because we kept exploding cars or working on the dynamic collisions for that stuff. But yes. All right. I think that's a bit. Oh, hashtag never forget Billy 2014. That's right. What type of things can you farm? What can you craft from the farmed items? So you right now can grow corn, and I believe wheat. I could be wrong, Karako. Don't punch me in the face. We get back to the office. I got that wrong. But I know corn for a fact. You can do things like make moonshine, which are going to be turned into something that we want to be flammable later on. We even played with the idea of being able to drink it. And as well as being able to use the fertilizer you get from all that to build bombs and stuff.
Hi from Narnia. Well, that's an interesting place to be from.
Hi from Narnia. Hello, how are you? Hey, Smoking Chill 87. We answered your questions earlier. He said sex, sex, sex. Thank you, sir.
So glad we answered this
Fantastic.
Question. Is that a question?
That was.
Is that a statement?
That was that is a legitimate internet question.
I see. Can you turn cars lights off? That's the G. Yeah, there we go.
Hey from Croatia. I saw one from Spain earlier. What part of Spain? Sevilla is one of my favorite cities I visited. It is fantastic.
Whoopsies.
I broke it.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. We're coming up on the last couple minutes here, so I'm going to jump on over to this camera. I'm going to do this real quick, and I'm going to turn this old sound down because I have the power of the mixer.
It's a very nice mixer.
I feel like a audio god.
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit more lightning around here.
Raid mechanics.
Raid mechanics? No. This is a action game, not an MMORPG. Don't really need any of the raid mechanics. You don't have to get a tank and that sort of thing. I guess you technically could. You could kite things and have a friend take all the damage. But I mean, really just survive.
I mean, you've got your warrior with your axe and your archer with your bow. Now we just need a mage.
Please, Jimmy, sound, will it be accurate? Yes. Yes. Yeah, this directional sound. If you play PlanetSide 2, you'll be familiar with the type of stuff we are capable of. It has a very, very awesome sound in that game, and that's the level we want to go to. All right, I think that's about it. We're getting a lot of the same questions over and over again. How long can you keep a base in H1Z1? That's up to you, Menace. That's up to you, man. Protect it, maintain it, keep it up, a long time. If you don't, it's going to blow up. Someone's going to blow it up. It's going to happen.
Will there be tree climbing? Ooh, that's a good question.
Tree climbing, most likely not. Ladders and all that stuff, yes, that'll be coming on. All right, guys. That's about it. Once again, my name's Jimmy Whisenhunt, Senior Designer H1Z1. My Twitter's down there. So is his, Satellizer Games. Check him out on Twitch. I believe his moderator just went nuts plugging his channel for him. Do check him out. I'm glad he had a chance to swing by, and really do appreciate it, man. Hopefully we'll get to do it again.
Definitely.
Guys, stay tuned to the subreddit H1Z1 at H1Z1 Games. Tweet at me, yell at me about whatever you want. It's perfectly fine.
You have
I know how to
H1Z1?
internet.
Yes.
You're not gonna
any boats? Ooh.
Any boats? I thought we were done answering questions.
That's a
any boats? We'll see where it goes, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Have a great day, everyone.
We'll see you later.